Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with the third episode of Prison Break. I'm gonna start off with some good news. I will in fact be continuing with the show. Of course, I did say that the first two episodes were kind of, going to be an experiment, right? Seeing if there was gonna be plenty of people on YouTube wanting me to actually check this out. For now, I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased. It seems like the algorithm is, picking it up, and there's been, plenty of you, who've been really vocal also in telling me that you'd really like me to check out more of this. I've been enjoying it a lot so far as well, so honestly I think we should just continue the ride and see where it's going to take us. Of course, we've got so much going on already at this point in the show that I was a little bit overwhelmed by it back in the last episode, especially the whole thing regarding Crab Simmons, who I wasn't exactly sure who he was supposed to be in the first place. Now, I did some basically looking up the wiki summary for this episode, which put things into perspective for me, and I think I basically get the full gist of it now. So Crab Simmons was the guy who put Lincoln on killing a certain drug dealer, right? Like, that's essentially what Lincoln was going to be doing, is that he was in massive debt to Crab Simmons. So Crab ordered him to kill this one drug dealer, and that would clear his debt. This puts Lincoln in the garage, where he suddenly finds out that the guy in the car who he's supposed to shoot isn't actually the guy, but it's the vice president right in there, right? Who's been murdered. And this puts, literally Lincoln on the crime scene with the gun and everything, right? It's like, clearly the government is involved with this. And that's just what we have basically established at this point already, and that's what we go back to when we think about the fact that, Crab Simmons' girlfriend was, like, interrogated by the one, Veronica, is that what she was called? I think so, right? So Crab Simmons' ex-girlfriend or whatever, because Crab himself is dead now too, is completely, she's very nervous, right? And she literally feels like she's being watched, and completely paranoid, I guess, is the word that I was looking for. Understandably so, because it seems like, indeed, the government is involved. And we actually know this because the government also paid the one, church guy a visit, right? The one pastor or whatever, because they needed him gone to be able to get Lincoln to be executed. And so, again, at first I started asking myself the question, do they just need somebody to blame? Is that just what it is, right? Now it seems very much like, no, they actually wanted the vice president killed. And I wonder if that whole conspiracy is something that we're still going to be going into even further moving forward, and we're actually going to kind of find out what the deal with the vice president was in the first place, and why the people in the government or whatever kind of shadow organization that we're dealing with, because, it's like, oh yeah, call it government. I mean, you can call it the CIA, you can call it whatever you want, right? But, like, I don't really know who these people responsible actually are. It's very clear that there's people behind the scenes trying to pull some strings, right? This whole situation with Lincoln getting locked up is because of these guys also. I mean, I did point out that, of course, if Lincoln were to have actually killed the one guy that he was going after, that's enough to put him behind bars already, right? And so it's not like this suddenly makes him a good person whatsoever. But at the same time, I mean, he is still in for a crime he didn't commit. And that's the thing, right? And I don't know how the American justice system always works. All I do know is that I think it's a lot tougher than it would be here in the Netherlands. But, so I think there are actually cases of where people just commit murders and they do get locked up behind bars for the rest of their life, right? But maybe it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be put on death row and stuff. Like, that's only really reserved for people who do really fucked up things, and maybe, like serial killings, and I don't know, it kind of depends, I guess, on the situation of the crime and stuff too, right? But yeah, anyway, that's just the funny thing is that this is only scratching the surface of what is actually going on, because simultaneously, of course, we have Michael, who has been, up to a bunch of things. So he, least consequentially of all, I guess, managed to, get in that ICU or whatever they call it, right? The one room. I forget, they have a specific word for it also, but basically he managed to make the one doctor woman see that he did have diabetes, which of course we know he doesn't have. He managed to get those the blockers or whatever, right, to stop him from, like, trembling and stuff when she were to give him like the sugar that he needs or whatever, right? Or it's not, it's the insulin. But Yeah, anyway, there is that. There is the whole part with him literally getting caught up in this like gang war, right? And we have Teabag pulling out the pocket, the one scene that I remembered from the show when I watched it a long time ago, right? Just the first couple of episodes. So honestly, by now we might already have reached basically territory for me where I haven't actually seen what happens next. That being said, so Teabag is now thinking that Michael was actually responsible for killing his boyfriend or whatever, right? The guy that was actually holding his pockets when Michael wasn't actually responsible for that in the first place. That's going to land him in major trouble. And then now as well, we've got Abruzzi going after him, right? Literally holding him in that shed, about to fucking snap his toe or whatever off, right? Using that crazy scissor or whatever that he's got. So, again, a lot of stuff going on in the show. I'm absolutely loving it. Guys, I think for now I'm just going to stop talking and we're going to dive into this new episode. The one thing that I should be pointing out now that I will be continuing the show is that I will also be binging ahead for the next couple of weeks. And what that's going to mean is that I'll have early access over on my Patreon page. That's going to be increasing over time. I'm probably going to go up to about 12 to maybe 16 episodes early access that you will be able to get over there. However, I will be taking a little bit of time, of course, to work my way up there. I'm going to try my very best to binge as much as I can in a relatively short amount of time. However, for now, there should already be at least a good 2-3 episodes, probably extra, up that you can go watch basically right now if you'd, like to watch ahead, basically, right? So go and check all that out. I do also, of course, post my full-length reactions there if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. So they are superior, basically reactions you can check out over there. And for now, guys, I'd say let's just dive into this third episode of Prison Break. Oh my... Yo!
Oh my god! Williams, get in here!
Dude, I was about to say, they literally had guys patrolling outside of there, like the prison did. Did they actually fucking... They actually cut off the toe, did they? Yo, my man is holding it like a trophy.
I thought you said you were gonna have a conversation with him.
Yeah, I did. Things escalated.
Yo, I see. My guy over here was just cool with it, right? Because he hates Michael's guts, but even he didn't see this coming. I mean, I don't think this is enough to potentially run the risk of like bleeding out or whatever, but this is definitely... This has gotta hurt like a bitch.
Okay, let's take a look at you. You're okay. You're okay.
Damn, man. Yo, say what you want, but I don't think Michael was ever prepared for any of this, was he? I mean, I don't know. Like, surely he knew that going into prison, it's like... And especially he did do some prep work, of course, regarding some of these guys, right? DB Cooper and then Abruzzi and stuff. So he seemingly knew what types he was going to be dealing with. Maybe he was kind of prepared for things like this, but it tells you how far he's willing to go.
I think you better have AA start an investigation.
Oh, there's no need. We know what happened.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to enlighten me?
Accident.
Well, there's a pair of gardening shears left on the floor of the shed. Evidently, he stepped on them.
Oh my
They went
god.
right through his boot, huh?
Yeah.
So, why wasn't...
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Like you said, Doc. We got taken care of. Let's go.
She knows better. She knows better, man, and that's exactly... she's gonna be on friendly terms with Michael over here because she feels sorry for him now after what happened.
I'm gonna kill that scum.
You won't. You kill him, you kill our express ticket out of here.
Look what he did to you. You're not gonna last a second in this place unless I do something about it.
You ever hear of Top Flight Charters?
Yeah.
They operate flights from small airfields across the Midwest, like the one 10 miles from here. They're run by a shell corporation Abruzzi owns. We get them on board, there's gonna be a midnight flight waiting for us the night we get outside those walls.
You willing to risk the entire escape on a guy you don't even know?
Preparation can only take you so far.
Interesting, man, right? Because I was trying to kind of remember what the motivations for each character were, and so for Abruzzi, it's actually being able to board a plane, I guess, right? With DB Cooper, I think it was about the money, right? That's what, yeah, because he managed to somehow get away with it, I guess. And I'm gonna assume that he buried it somewhere.
There's someone else who holds the key to this entire thing. With him, it either works or it doesn't.
DB Cooper, right?
Couldn't know who that was until he got in here.
Oh.
Sucre? You can't be serious. The guy's a thief, Michael. He can't be trusted.
Right, because surely he picked out Sucre then as well, very purposefully so, right? Did he have any choice over him being his, like, bunkmate or whatever, though? Or, like, roommate or whatever the fuck we call this in jail?
If we don't get him on board, there's not going to be any digging in that cell. And if there's no digging in that cell, then there's no escape.
Yep. I'm telling you, man, I feel like this shit is gonna play out so similar to the game A Way Out that I played, where it's like he needs that screw or whatever, right? He's gonna start searching behind the toilet or something, like that's his way to get out.
Marta Cruz, it's me, baby. You there? Pick up if you're there, mommy. I've been in the shoe. I've been thinking about you.
Yeah.
Your body.
Too little, too late, I guess, huh? It's like it took too long.
Mrs. Delgado.
What?
Hi, how you doing? It's me, Fernando.
I know exactly where she is.
And that'll be
With Hector.
Hector?
That's right. They're at the mall, I think.
I don't suppose next time you see her, you could have her turn her phone back on? Mrs. Delgado, I know you don't...
Man, he's just not getting the memo, dude. It's like yeah. I mean, the mom knows exactly who she's dealing with, seemingly, right? I don't think she ever really had much hope in him. Obviously, his actual girlfriend did feel a little mixed and a little differently, but I think she's been convinced now, too.
If you were a decent man and you really loved her, you'd let her live her life. I'll tell her you called.
Yo, how long is my man supposed to be locked up for, though? Because that'd be a big... Yeah, that'd make a big difference. If he had the opportunity to be out within months, it's like, okay, fair enough, right? But if I assume he's here for years, right? Obviously, we know he's probably going to get out with us, but he doesn't know that yet. Otherwise, I'd just be giving up hope, honestly. Like, I would just let it slide. It's not worth it, man, putting your hope into all that. The fox is fast. Holy shit. Yo, my guy did some prep work.
I'm looking to do some damage.
Oh, you come to the right place.
I want to do it slow. Inflict the maximum amount of pain so a guy wishes he'd just die, get it over with, but just can't quite get there.
Yo, he still doesn't have enough, huh? Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it, because it's like he actually thinks that Michael was responsible for, like, killing the guy or whatever, right? But still.
Call it the gutter. You jam it up there in the stomach, and these bits right here hook the intestines. You give it a pullback. Poor sucker's guts are hanging right out of his stomach. And they'll get a real good look at him because the wound's not fatal. At least not until the infection sets in.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll probably do the trick, huh? I bet you can also give him a nice Colombian necktie. That's what I learned from Tuco in Better Call Saul.
What happened?
I'm okay.
They've gotten to you, haven't they? The other prisoners. My God, Michael, this place is gonna kill you.
You said you talked to a woman. What was her name?
Leticia.
Leticia Barris.
How'd you know?
A year ago, I was doing exactly what you're doing. Trying to find out the truth.
You're basically 1 year behind me. Probably within a year from now, she's gonna be locked up here trying to help him out.
Leticia knows something I can get out of her, or maybe we can reopen Lincoln's case.
What'd she tell you?
She said that somebody else was behind the killing of the vice president's brother.
Who?
She got spooked. She took off before I could get anything out of her. She's holed up in the Elysian Fields projects. I'm gonna go see her this afternoon.
Place is dangerous.
Interesting, man. Like, at least that was new information to him, right? It's like, he actually was surprised that she kind of admitted to that. Or admitted, it's more like that she actually had that hunch herself. I wonder if Michael actually has the information already. Probably not, because then he'd be able to prove it that way. But, like, surely Michael's looking for the answer too of like who actually did kill the guy or whatever, right? Instead.
I took some time to speak to your mother before you came in. She told me that there were some extenuating circumstances in your
Yeah,
life,
if you're
right?
talking about that guy at Fox River, he's got nothing to do with this.
He refuses to call him his father.
Dude, I mean, come on, man. Like, I got a feel for this kid, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucked up, his situation.
Your attendance at school and your grades need to be pristine.
Absolutely.
And to give you a real good idea where that anger of yours will get you if you don't rein it in, I'm signing you up for the Scared Straight program at Fox River. You'll have a mentor who you'll work with weekly, give you a little perspective.
A mentor?
Wait, what? So now he's still, like, he's going to spend time at that prison? Is that what she's saying right now? I don't like the way that they're treating him in the first place, to be fair. Like, she's being so tough on him or whatever, right? When I feel like he honestly requires a different kind of approach.
Your father.
You are kidding me. You are, I mean, it's, yeah, what, fuck. I mean, it's like, I know, of course, that his dad is innocent, but simultaneously, I totally get where he is coming from, not knowing that, and not wanting to even be reminded of him in the first place, not wanting anything to do with him, you know what I mean?
Tell me that ain't what I think it is.
It ain't what you think it is.
Fish?
You asked
Cell
for it.
phone in here? That's cardinal sin number 1. They can tag 2 years until your bid automatic.
If they catch you.
You know what kind of trouble I can get for just knowing what I know?
I don't know. Maybe that's the point. Actually, like make him kind of. That'd be kind of fucked up, though, right? Like forcing him into keeping your secret for you or something. I don't know. He likes Michael clearly. So is that just the way we're gonna kind of push him to work with us?
Why didn't you include any names?
Why would I want anyone to watch me die?
I've seen it happen a number of ways. Some people want to go it alone. Others have grandiose statements they want to make. But most want some member of their family there before they leave this world.
I'll do it alone.
Son, in my opinion, all inmates who have made that choice have deeply regretted it in their final minutes.
I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of see the good in this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's such a bad guy. He's just the leader or the boss or whatever we call it of this prison, right? But surely he's going to realize that Lincoln is a different kind of person than the one he's been used to, who are being put on death row, whatever, right? So maybe he's going to see that Lincoln is actually innocent. Yeah, because it's like he also offered Michael that opportunity to help him, right? And basically do him a favor, which, you know, would be good for him too. It's like, you wouldn't do that in the... I mean, with that, it was like very much self-interest. It was like, oh yeah, I wanted this thing done for my wife or something, right? So, okay, fair enough. But I feel like there's also a part of him that wants to genuinely help people, perhaps. Oh god, why is the door open? This is Leticia's place. She been murdered now too? Oh my fucking god. Yo, they definitely fucking jump scared me. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. That does not happen often.
Where you going?
Ireland. What difference does it make?
It makes all the difference. Nobody's ever gotten your testimony.
That's exactly the reason I'm still breathing.
I'm not with them, Leticia. You have to believe
Oh,
me.
yeah? And what you sneaking in here for?
I thought maybe they'd gotten to you.
Oh, yeah? And why do you care so much about my well-being all of a sudden?
I don't.
Finally, an honest answer.
But maybe you can save Lincoln. And maybe you can bring down the guys who killed your boyfriend in the process. If somebody killed you and Crab could have done something to the guys who did it, you think he would have?
I'm not as strong as he was. I can't take those people on.
I'll take him on. All you have to...
Dude, honestly, like, I can't blame him whatsoever. Like, my line of thinking, not going to lie, would be like, yes, get the fuck out of here. Go to Ireland. You know what I mean? Like, I wish her the best. It's like, that's the best thing she could possibly do. I think that's way too big of a risk that you're running. I mean, I get it. We're trying to solve this whole thing, right? And so I should be siding with Veronica or whatever, and like, yeah, let's take the bad guys on, but I'm kind of with her, man. It's just too big of a thing to want to get myself involved with.
Come to my office and tell me what you know. I'll type it up, you can sign the affidavit and split. I'll take you to the airport myself.
That's easy enough, I guess. In that case, I changed my mind.
Belly,
Hey, what's up, Lincoln?
want some extra time outside for the next couple of weeks.
Paint fumes and PI must be getting to you.
Cell phones allowed in here?
Who?
Extra time outside. A couple of cigarettes.
Half hour 1 week, 1 cigarette.
Wait, I'm not sure if I get it, dude. Did he just caught on to Sucre actually talking about that phone or something? Not realizing that it was actually, like, Michael who pulled that off, right? Is he unknowingly sort of messing with Michael's plans right now? Or is it their goal? Actually, nah, they probably work together with this. Yeah, clearly, because Michael talked to him about it before already, right? So it's like they're together trying to do something to get Sucre involved now, or whatever I'm gonna assume.
Well, maybe it's because you don't think you have anything to lose anymore. You know, you're already locked up. You know, maybe you like it here. I mean, I don't know. But what I do know is that if Fibonacci testifies next month, you and I are going to be neighbors. And I am not going to let that happen.
I don't think you would fit in here, Philly. Fancy suits and ties and shirts.
I think you're right, so let's cut to the chase. Did you break this kid? Did he tell you where Fibonacci is?
He broke him. He broke him literally.
What is this?
It's a little gift from me to you.
God damn.
This is?
Yeah, you won't crack.
Yeah, fair enough. It's like proof. It's proof basically that he did everything in his power to make it happen, but he just won't talk.
What news?
We're going to stay with Uncle Philly at the lake for a few weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. You're right, John. Maybe you're right. I do trust you. Now you're gonna take care of that thing, aren't you?
This smug fucking asshole, dude. He's so got him by the balls. I wonder what that thing is, though. Like, what tactic could be deployed next?
Please, don't dead my conjugals.
I won't.
Thank you.
But in exchange, you have to tell me where that cell phone is.
Huh.
Cell phone.
Don't play stupid with me. I'm giving you a chance to save your precious conjugals. You lie to me. They're gone and they're never coming back. But where's that cell phone?
He's gonna lie. He's not gonna spill about this.
Watch the talking, gentlemen.
What did he? Did he rat out Michael now? Like, I don't quite understand that play, I gotta say, but I do realize now that, like, Lincoln, when he looked at Sucre there, you know, outside or whatever, it's not like he overheard anything. It's just he got told by Michael there what to do next or whatever, right? And it was kind of playing with his well, he had a sense of guilt for a moment there. He was like, damn, am I really gonna go ahead with this? But he was.
Turner, your transfer came in. They want you in administration.
Huh. Yeah. I feel like all that they really did here actually was try to test Sucre's loyalty or whatever, right? Yeah, they wanted to see whether they could actually trust him. That makes so much sense.
All I gotta say is I better get to make all the calls I want.
Gonna be kind of hard.
It was fake, or? Oh, shit.
Soap? I lost my conjugals over soap?
You may have lost your conjugals, but I can do you one better. I can get you to her.
To Maricruz. You can get me to Maricruz.
That's right.
Wow.
How are you gonna do that?
Breaking out.
We're breaking out of here.
Oh, yeah. I love it, dude. So this is how he's officially inviting him to the plan. Ah, that's actually great.
Are you crazy? You think I want to break out of here? 16 months from now, I'm out the gate. I'm getting married, Poppy, and I'm sure as hell not doing it with no posse on my ass. Man, I ought to beat you 6 ways till Sunday. I lost my conjugals, pendejo, and all because of your little bar of soap.
I had to test you. See if you could keep a secret.
Honestly, though, but like, okay, fair enough. That's the information I was looking for, right? 16 months. Yeah, it's not... I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not the end of the world either, you know what I mean? I could do 16 months. Not asking for it, though.
You digging my cell while I'm there, and I'm gonna split your wig. ¿Tú me estás entendiendo?
Huh. Yeah, okay. It's gonna take a little bit more convincing, though. Like, dude is not going to even allow us to make any progress for the time being. We still need to kind of smooth him into this potential scenario.
Why don't we start with Lincoln's relationship with your boyfriend?
Real simple. He owed my man $90,000 and he wasn't getting it done. Then all of a sudden, it gets done. Crab walks in with $90K and a big-ass smile on his face.
Who paid him?
Not Lincoln. They paid his marker.
Who's they? It's all right, Leticia. I told you you're safe here.
Crab brought this guy home. Never seen him before. Crab did what he always did when he was doing big business. He told me to take a walk, so that's exactly what I did.
Huh.
There was something about this guy, though. He wasn't the kind of guy Crab usually dealt with.
What do you mean?
Couldn't put my finger on it until he went outside. Then I knew. He had that look.
What look?
You know. Like they own the place.
Oh,
They're
man.
untouchable.
Yo, he walked right past... Because this is the one guy we saw, right?
All right. Just give me a moment to type this up. Where are you going?
I'm gonna have a smoke.
Look, this is only gonna take me a minute.
So the smoke.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Like, I still don't exactly understand the full ins and outs of it. So they did pay his debt, but like, for what reason? Why did they... This should get so complicated for him not... Well, no, what they did is they offered him the 90,000 for him not to talk, right? They offered him the 90,000 for him to not say that Lincoln was going to kill somebody else over there or whatever, right? Because he'd be able to have Lincoln's back, actually. Obviously, it's also when they realized that Crab had his suspicions and that he was actually going to talk. That's when they did, in the end, still end up killing him, right? That's exactly why at first I was a little bit confused why they did give him those 90,000 at first and not just like immediately off him or whatever.
Michael, you understand by law I'm obligated to file a report if I feel there's been prisoner misconduct. There's no way this injury happened by stepping on a blade in a garden shed.
If you file a report, things could get a lot worse for me.
They're not already.
Not compared to what they could be.
Here's what I think. I think you are scared.
Oh, yeah.
And you wouldn't be human if you weren't scared in a place like this.
I was gonna say that, you know, it's like, I really like Michael as a character, and he seems very cold and logical, and like, you know, he's just gonna stick to his plan or whatever, right? And I'm sure that he also accounted for these potential situations to unfold. But at the same time, it's clear that he is a little bit scared now, because it's like he realizes that anything can go wrong.
When I was young, I couldn't sleep at night because I thought there was a monster in the closet. But my brother told me there wasn't anything in the closet but fear. That fear wasn't real. He said it wasn't made of anything. It was just air. Not even that. He said you just have to face it. You just have to open that door and the monster would disappear. And here, though, you face your fear, you open that door, and there's 100 more doors behind it. And the monsters that are hiding behind them are all real.
If you want, I could recommend you be sent to ADSEC.
With the rape victims and the snitches.
It would keep you safe.
Thanks. But I think I'd like to face the monsters on my own.
Damn. That's a good fucking speech, though. But that's the thing about fear. Like, on one hand, you can very logically tell yourself it is not real, and it's true, it is not real. But at the same time, fear is also fear is this like irrational thing or whatever, right? And it's like it's still going to stop you from doing the things that it's something that you sometimes do end up wanting to do or whatever, right?
Have a good smoke.
I don't smoke. Didn't mean to startle you.
Oh my god.
You know, when a prisoner gets close to the end of his time on death row, there's a lot of last minutes.
I'm sorry, I still don't understand why this would be a problem for the Secret Service.
Oh, it's not. The prosecution made its case far beyond any reasonable doubt, and we know that we have the right man.
So why the
That
fuck
being
are you
said,
here?
If you come across anything that could shed some light on his innocence, I'm offering my help.
Sounds great. I really appreciate you coming by.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, I honestly, she's doing a terrible job at hiding, like, what her motivations are here. I mean, I guess my guy already knows anyway, you know what I mean? Like, why else would somebody be wanting to collect that tape or whatever? But her facial expressions are kind of telling him everything, too.
Don't hesitate to call.
Thanks.
Yo, she better keep the lights on when she goes to bed, though, because, like, what stands in the way of making her a target next?
Leticia.
She's not here, huh? She was gonna smoke, right?
Sebastian, I'm so sorry.
Where are you?
I'm sorry. This just isn't the time. I'm sorry.
This is the time. I'm at the reception hall.
Oh my god. Wait, what was Sebastian talking about? Were they supposed to get married now? Surely not, right?
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm rolling it up. You can't do this. I'm done playing your reindeer games, Fish. I'm gonna transfer to a nice, quiet cell with a normal cellie. One that doesn't screw my entire life up.
Look, I'm sorry about your conjugals, but if you go now, don't do this. Please.
Listen to me, Fish. I got 16 months. I got a fiancé to think about.
I mean, it's interesting because Michael said that Sucre was the one guy before, I think that's what he said, right? That like Sucre was the one guy before that he couldn't have basically taken into account. And there's nothing that he knew he was going to want from him, right? He's just the guy that he got, yeah, literally partnered up with here over in the jail. So why would he so desperately want him to still be a part of his game? Because he's just one more loose end otherwise? Because technically, I mean, whoever comes next, we could, of course, kind of try to sugarcoat him into, yeah, I don't know, into working with us, right?
Why have you denied any family or loved ones to be there for you in the end?
Why would I let them watch me die? Cause them enough pain.
Maybe it's not about them watching you die.
Maybe it's about me watching them live. That the final torture?
No. It's about how you want to leave this world. What's the last image you want to take with you? A stranger?
I mean, honestly, this is where I might have like the unconventional approach, but I'd be like, well, I'm gonna get killed. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of completely stand by Lincoln here, being like, yeah, I don't even want to see anybody. I don't want them to see me.
Got an issue with that little friend over there?
Huh.
Don't gotta come to you. You don't give the green light. Everything in here runs through me. You know that. Maytag's in the ground because of that piece of detritus. So now you want him. Every day for the rest of his bid. Seems you and I have something in common then.
Interesting. What is he gonna want from T-Bag now? Because clearly he does not want to... Well, he no longer wants to threaten Michael with violence, though, so I'd figure that T-Bag is only gonna prove a problem to him instead.
Easy now, Fish. Don't make this any harder than it needs to be. It's time we came to an arrangement, don't you think?
Oh, wait. Wait, he's gonna somehow... Yeah, fair enough. He's gonna say, I'll get Teabag off of you or whatever if you actually give me the information about Fibonacci. And Michael will feel like there's no going back from that, but... I don't know.
Maybe we ought to get the love out of the way before we move on to the hate. What do you say to that, Pretty? Yeah, maybe it's time I lit up that leather once and for all. Talks too much.
Huh. Oh, okay. He's just gonna... No. That's really what it's going to be. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna be your buddy from here on out.
What happened in there was my way of saying, I know. I've been going about this whole thing the wrong way. I'm trying to make amends here. Bygones be bygones.
You're a mercurial man, John.
I prefer bold.
Just keep it moving, guys. Come on.
I mean, like, technically this is not bad because we need him, right? So Michael will be okay with this. Like, Michael needs that guy to be on board with us in the first place, but the problem is that the guy needs the information real badly, right? And I wonder why it is that Michael can't give it to him. Because you'd figure if he wants him so badly on his side, why not give him the information that he needs?
You get me a plane, I'll get you Fibonacci.
What do you need a plane for?
I think you know.
Yeah, okay.
I help you, I mean, you know that, don't you?
I do.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, because I've been thinking this entire time that, like, maybe Abruzzi was going to be coming with us when we break out. Instead, Michael's asking him for the plane to be ready, basically, for him or whatever, right? And Abruzzi will be able to, yeah, to make it happen.
When you get to the end, you start to realize what's important to you. You know, who really matters to you. And, you know, that leaves you and Mike. The only blood I got left in this world. In the end, the only thing that matters is love. Blood, family, you.
I mean, like, you know, LJ is not gonna be sensitive to their speech right now at all. Like, he doesn't see you as anything else but trouble for him. You're what basically is making him right now, you know, to be getting himself involved with activities that he shouldn't be getting himself involved with. So it's like now trying to make clear to him that, like, oh, you should always care for family. Or, you know, it's like, that's not going to be hitting home.
Give me your hand.
What are you doing?
Give me your hand. I want you to be there I want you to be there the day before I die. So I can see you. So I can hold you. I love you. I've always loved you.
Man, like, I can only imagine just how fucking conflicting it must be for him. You know, like, this, Lincoln is doing this very right, by the way, but I feel so bad for this kid.
I am so sorry. I met with this woman today, and she knew things about Lincoln's case. And then she just disappeared. I think something happened to her.
Look, I'm gonna make this real easy for you. You want to get married? Or not?
Maybe we could postpone it. Okay, I can't do this right now. My head's not in it. It's supposed to be a celebration.
If you're really telling me you want to postpone this thing, then I want to cancel it.
Yeah.
Sebastian, I'm sorry.
It's weird, man, because I'm not sure... I'm not sure, actually, if this is necessarily about Lincoln, though, to her, in the sense... I mean, you know, like, this is, to her, this is very much about, I think, like, right now, realizing that something is wrong, and therefore being preoccupied with it, and maybe she would want to go ahead with the marriage, actually, or whatever, right? obviously my guy over here thinks that it's not about that. He thinks that it's just all about Lincoln, right? But I don't know. I mean, it might be. Like, it very well might be. But right now, I feel like for me, it's too early to actually judge. I mean, she was, of course, already talking a lot about it. Well, back in that first episode or whatever, right, to him. Which at that point, she had not even seen any of the evidence or whatever. Although, I mean, then again, I think it was Michael telling her something was... Well, yeah, and it was Michael who she, of course, aided or whatever. And that's what already had her basically... yeah, you know, be distracted by the entire case. Then she saw the tapes and she at first thought that like it was a clear-cut case, Lincoln had done it, but then Lincoln actually told her what happened and she started to discover a couple things.
Open on 40.
God damn, always the timing, dude.
Found you a new celly. As luck would have it, I found him in psych ward. You were the only guy with an empty tray.
Oh no. Who is this guy going to be?
Close it up on 40.
Oh yeah. I mean, I shouldn't judge like that, but he looks problematic. He really does, just the look in his eyes.
Don't make eye contact with him.
Uh-huh. What, does that like enrage him?
Lincoln, we have a problem. I got a new cellmate.
Who? That's a problem.
We're just gonna have to bring him on board.
You don't bring a guy like that on board.
Yeah.
And I'll work at night when he's sleeping.
10 feet, Schofield.
Fucking hell, man. This really brought the whole plan in danger.
How far behind are we?
3 days.
Thought you said the margin for error was 0 days.
I did.
Well, we're off to a great start in that case.
Nice out here. I got a buddy. He's got a place way back up in these woods.
Oh. Yo, is this her? Is this Leticia?
Take her out there.
She's nothing. Nobody would believe her if she talked anyway.
Damn.
100 yards or so should do it.
Yo, they're just gonna flat out fucking kill her and bury her over here, man. These guys are fucking ruthless.
I'm sorry. You gotta believe that.
Oh! Oh, shit! What the fuck? I mean, I was gonna say, I had my reservations whether my guy could do it, because he did offer for them to actually not kill her instead, right? But, okay, damn, she just managed to get away like that. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, no, it's over. It's fucking over.
Please. Please.
He's gonna do it. Fucking hell. Oh, okay. Yep. Hey, if anything, my guy over here might end up being in trouble eventually because his body might spill. You know what I mean? It seems like his body has a bit more of a moral conscience than he does. Even though, of course, to be involved with this in the first place, your moral conscience got to be quite low. But I just hope he's going to get what's coming for him. It's way too much sound. Yup. Oh my god, he looked him straight in the eyes.
I got a neuroanatomic lesion affecting my reticular activating system. It means I don't sleep at all.
How does that work, though? I mean, your body needs sleep to recover, right? It's like, how the fuck do you survive? Man's a fucking robot. I wish I could do that. Wow, that was it. Fantastic episode once again. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and there will be early access to the next couple of episodes already straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. I will be increasing that over the next couple of weeks to about 12, 16 episodes in total, so make sure you go and check it out. Full-length reactions are going to be up there too, and you can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode already right now too. So I hope to see you there.